Hi, this is Linda with American English with Linda, and we're doing part 3 of the What's Up with Linda videos. So there is a little note at the end. You might want to go to the end and watch that, even if you don't watch all of the words. And also at the beginning, I skipped a word that I think is important, so it's out of alphabetical, but fix up is an important one in our list. Fix up means repair or make better or help someone get a date. For instance, the bicycle has a flat tire and a dent, but I will fix it up like new. Let's fix up this old house and make it a nice home. Can you fix me up with a date for the party? Take up means shorten or begin to discuss or use a resource such as time or space. The dress is too long. Take up the hem. The hem is the very bottom part, like there's a hem on this sleeve. Hem is the very bottom of a dress. We will take up that topic at our next meeting. Not this time, but at the next meeting, we will take it up. Walking takes up too much time. Let's run. Or that sofa takes up too much room. Let's buy a shorter one. Tally up. Add up or find the total. Let's tally up the votes and find out who won the election. Tally up the score to find out who won the game. Tear up. It has two pronunciations, and that makes two different meanings. Pull apart in strips completely, that's tear up. Move very fast, that can be tear up. But begin to cry is tear up. Let's tear up the contract and start over with new ideas. He tore up the street after his dog when it broke its leash and ran. It means traveling very fast. Suddenly, when her pet died, the woman began to tear up. I teared up too. Now, if it's tear, the past tense is tore, and with a have, it would be have torn. But with tear, it's just tear and then teared. It doesn't have those odd forms. So it's a totally different word, but it's spelled the same. Think up, imagine, or find another solution. Sandra will think up a way to save on the cost of groceries. It's very important these days. Throw up, toss into the air with the hands, or vomit. That's when you're sick so that stomach contents come out of your mouth. Very gross. Sam threw the ball up in the air. When I got food poisoning, I threw up all night. Tone up, build muscle and lose fat. After a lazy summer, Gary decided to exercise so he could tone up and be ready to play sports and also look good in front of his girlfriend. Touch up or touch up. Add something small to improve the looks. It can also be the noun, small improvement. The winter caused a few chips of paint to come loose on my house. So I touched it up this spring. Her hair, nails, and makeup just needed a little touch-up before going out for the evening. Trade up. Make a trade that is better than what you had. My car was a 2019, but I traded up to a 2023 last month. Tune up. Make a musical instrument be in tune or make repairs to a motor. The piano was old, but my uncle was able to tune it up. Now it sounds great. Cars need a tune-up at the repair shop sometimes. Turn up. It could mean increase. It could mean turn over into view, or it could mean suddenly appear or suddenly come. I can't hear the song. Please turn up the volume. If you've got the right kind of sleeves, you can turn up the cuffs. I don't have that kind of sleeve, but turn up the cuffs on the shirt. Turn over into view. I can't find my keys, but I am sure they will turn up eventually. Upend. Turn the top to the bottom and the bottom to the top. Or just change totally. The dog ran under the table and upended it. We had to set it right side up again. The new facts upended our beliefs about who was responsible. We had an opinion, but it totally changed after we got more facts. Upside and upside down. The good part of a situation, the upside. Change the top to the bottom, like an earlier phrase. The upside was that no one was hurt, even though the car was damaged in the wreck. The dog ran under the table and turned it upside down. It's the same as upended. We had to set it right side up again. Same thing. Up to the same height, or getting to decide or take responsibility, or from one time to another. The floodwater rose up to the top of the bridge. It is up to the manager to decide if we need to do more work or just stop here. He worked up to the last second on the project. Up to par, to the level that is average or expected. His work wasn't up to par, so he was fired. Up to speed. Get more information so you know what everyone else knows. John just started work today. He needs to get up to speed on the project we have been working on. Alan can help him get up to speed. Upwind. A position toward the direction the wind is coming from. If I can get upwind of the smoke from the fire, I can see much better. The smoke is heavy downwind. Upset, knock over or make fall over. Be angry or an unexpected loss. The child pulled on the tablecloth and upset the glass of milk. Milk flowed across the table. My father was upset when I left the lights on all night in the living room. Our team's loss was an upset. We were expected to win, and when it became a noun, the accent, the stress changed from my father was upset to it was an upset. Upsize, make or become larger. We decided to upsize, so we bought a larger home. The clerk said after he took my order, "Would you like to upsize that?" In other words, get larger sizes of drink or fries or something else. Upstart, one who suddenly acts like he or she is better than others, such as at a job. That little upstart thought he knew more than I did. I have been in this job for 15 years. Upsurge, sudden increase. There was an upsurge of interest in our company after our new product became available. The upsurge of water along the coast during the hurricane caused damage. It's sometimes just called a surge, but a sudden increase might be called an upsurge. Uptick. Small, sudden increase, often of something that can be counted or measured. There was an uptick of cases of the flu last winter. The news article noted the uptick in the price of gasoline last month. Upturn, improvement. Things are getting better. There was an upturn in the stock market. Upward move or point in a direction above. The sudden upward flight of the geese startled me. Upward mobility, that means getting better and better situations. Upward mobility in society is what people want to have. Use up. Use until nothing is left. It's more than just use it. You use it until nothing is left. I used up all my vacation days already, so I won't be able to go on a trip with my friends. I used up all the flour, so I can't make a cake. Wad up, it means crush into a ball shape. I made a mistake while writing the letter, so I wadded up the paper and threw it away. Wake up. Stop sleeping, of course, but also become aware. I wake up at 7 a.m. every morning. Wake up. This is not the right way for you to act, so choose a different way to live. Wake up call, an event that makes one aware or starts something. The man I dated lying to me was a wake-up call. I realized I should not continue to date him. In a hotel, you can ask for a wake-up call, but that's a phone call to wake you up, so it's just normal meaning, but it's similar to this one. Walk up, move higher by walking, or come closer to. I walk up 5 flights of stairs every morning. He walked up to the counter and paid for his meal. He didn't go up anything. He just moved toward it. Wall up. Put a wall around or block with a wall. He walled up the heavy equipment away from the public's view. We didn't want to see that when we were walking down the street or driving by, so they walled it up. He walled up the opening of the cave so no one could enter. You don't go all the way around the cave, you just block the entrance. Warm up or warm up. Become warmer. That's expected. But also, do light exercise to prepare for harder exercise, or a type of clothing to keep warm while getting exercise outdoors. He lit a fire in the fireplace to warm up the room. The coach had the players warm up with simple exercise before the game. I wear a warm-up suit when I go for a walk on cold mornings. Wash up. Use soap and water to become clean. Something that you tried, but you were not successful or no longer successful. Move from water to land by the motion of waves. After working in the garden, I will wash up before eating lunch. Years ago, he danced ballet, but he quit practicing. Now he is all washed up. Pieces of the wrecked ship washed up on the shore. What's up? Now we had what's up and what's up with you when we were doing sup, but I'm repeating it because it's now in alphabetical order here. It's a casual greeting that asks what is going on in your life these days. My friend walked up to me and asked, "What's up?" I answered, "Nothing much." But if I say, "What's up with you?" I'm noticing something about you, and I want to know more. A question to ask someone who seems upset, sad, or some other emotion, more than just the greeting. What's up with you? I'm very interested in the answer. Whip up. bring together or prepare something quickly, stir together. When the wind suddenly blows harder, let's whip up some activities for the kids' party. Mom whipped up some snacks for us at the last minute. Whip up the eggs to make pancakes. The wind is whipping up. A storm is coming. Wind up. Now this has to be wind, not wind here. Twist, probably metal, to make it spring back, such as something inside a clock that you have to wind. Or finish, often including putting away or packing up or things like that. She will wind up the old clock. She probably has a key. You put the key in and turn it. It's winding it up. Let's wind up here and go home. We have done enough for today. We're winding up, finishing, putting things away. Wipe up. Clean an area with a cloth, or win against others by a large amount. Mother wiped up the spilled food on the table after the baby ate with a cloth. Wiped up all that food. Our team really wiped up all the other teams at the tournament. Work up or work up. Prepare or create. It could be a prepared document summarizing what has been discovered, and it can mean create or cause or become upset. We will work up a report on the results of our survey. The doctor did a workup on the patient after all the tests. He worked up a sweat while exercising in the gym. Don't get all worked up about his rude words. Just let it go. Don't get all worked up. Zip up or zip it up. See if I skipped one there. No, I didn't. Okay. Close with a zipper. Move very fast in a direction or stop talking. The wind is very cold, so I will zip up my jacket. I zipped up the street to the bakery to buy bread that I forgot to get earlier. Just that one thing. I'm in a hurry. I zipped up the street. I was mad when he kept talking rudely, so I said, zip it up, Matt. And then I have a special note that you might want to remember. Up is not always necessary. For instance, you could say climb or climb up. Several of these, you can leave the up off and it doesn't change the meaning, but sometimes it does, especially with an idiom. In idioms, it is often necessary for the meaning. And remember this too. Up often means, but not always, often means to complete something. For instance, you could tear it once, but if you tear it up, you tear it many times until the item is completely torn to pieces. So this is the end of my lesson on the word up, but I will continue to include other idioms in other lessons. I hope you enjoy this and see you next time.